Crossway presents Treasuring Christ When Your Hands Are Full, Gospel Meditations for Busy Moms. Written and read by Gloria Furman. Introduction. Stamp eternity on my eyeballs. My hands were already full when I was pregnant with our first child. They were full of books, jars, door handles, shower knobs, chairs, steering wheels, buttons, forks, and keyboards. It was when I was pregnant with our first child that my husband began to suffer from chronic pain due to a nerve disorder in both of his arms. In a rather short period of time, the stabbing, burning pain greatly restricted what Dave was able to do with his arms. "It's amazing how much you need your arms," Dave remarked one evening as I was hunched over my 9 months pregnant belly, helping him wrestle his socks on and tie his shoes. At that time, we had very little idea of what his nerve disease would mean for our daily lives as parents. It's been nearly 18 years since his initial electric-like pains began. Over the years, he's had multiple surgical procedures, and he's still in pain. Dave describes it as a sort of white noise. Some years ago, Dave got an infection that developed into a large boil on the top of the nerves in his hand. Boils are a common affliction where we live in the Middle East, according to the doctors at the hospital where Dave was treated. He was hospitalized for 3 days as they took special care to rescue his hand. "What's it like to be married to Job?" Dave joked as he was discharged from the hospital. It was good to see him smiling despite this ordeal. I was reminded of Job's declaration of faith. "Though he slay me, I will hope in him." And I was sobered by the poor demonstration of the faith of Job's wife, who said, "Do you still hold fast your integrity? Curse God and die." The impact of my godly, long-suffering husband has been a key influence in my motherhood. Even against the backdrop of pain, I see abundant evidence of the grace of God at work in our lives. Through daily troubles, we have opportunities to testify with Lamentations 3 that the steadfast love of the Lord never ceases, his mercies never come to an end. I wanted to share that piece of my life with you because it has shaped my perspective on what it means to physically and emotionally have your hands full. Having more physical work in motherhood than I had anticipated forces me to look to the Lord for strength and provision. I'm learning firsthand how turning to the world for comfort and strength just leaves me dissatisfied and weak. God has used our family's physical circumstances to point me to the one great permanent circumstance in my life, the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm eager to share more about this with you and how.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?